Okay, welcome back to my video tutorials, and in this video I want to show you how to track goals, which are conversions, which are sales or leads or opt-ins that happen on your WordPress blog, as well as on offsite or third-party sites or partner sites or your other websites, whatever it is. Okay, so this is not how you track affiliate sales. Okay, so if you are looking to track affiliate commissions, then you can skip this video. This is to track sales or leads or any other action that happens on your page, on your site, the same site where you have installed Shorty, or on other sites, third-party sites, but not through affiliate networks. That kind of tracking is done through the tracking link itself. So look at the tracking link tutorials. Okay, so the first thing you'd want to do when tracking goals on your WordPress blog or on your website is to identify what those goals are. So a typical case would be you would want to track opt-ins. If you have an opt-in form on your site, then you'd want to track the number of people who opted in by submitting their name and email address, sometimes maybe even other information, and you'd want to get a conversion rate of all the referring traffic sources that resulted in that opt-in. Or you could also track sales. Now, the best way, the easiest way to track these things in your WordPress blog is to create an individual page for, we call it a success page or a thank you page for your goals. So if you want to track opt-ins and sales, there will be two pages. You need to create one thank you page for the opt-in and one thank you page for the sale. Okay, you can also create a post. You can just let it be a post if you want to, but I don't recommend putting your thank you page as a post. And this is why. When you create a page in WordPress, let's just go ahead and create a page, and let's add a new page. Okay, so this will be my thank you page that I want visitors to go to once they have opted in, or maybe even once after they have confirmed their email address. So this is just creating a page. You have to put the URL of this page into your email autoresponder service like Aweber or GetResponse or whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to call this page as thank you for subscribing. Okay, so here I'm going to put in some text. Okay, simple as that. Okay, I'm going to click on publish, and of course I can change the permalink if I want to. I don't have to. I'll click on publish. Okay, so the thing with creating a page is that you can make this page private if you want to. Okay, or you can leave it as public, but because it's a page, it would not appear randomly on your blog post or throughout your blog unless you have put it into the navigation, or if you have specified it manually to appear somewhere in the menus, etc. And this is very, very important, because when you are tracking a page, you will specify in link tracker that this is your thank you page, and every time someone visits this page, it will be counted as a conversion. So if this page is public, it's a page that people can go to without having to complete the action, which is without having to opt in by clicking on the opt-in form button, or without having to make a purchase, then it defeats the purpose. Okay, this page must only be visible to those who have completed an action. Alright, so let's create another page now, and I'm going to this will be the page for tracking a sale. So let's assume that I'm selling a digital product like a software or ebook, and I'm just giving out download links to someone who has just purchased. Okay. Okay. I'm going to publish this as well. Okay, so now I've created two pages. Now let's go back to Shorty, and I am going to click on goals. So here I'm going to click on add new, and I'm going to specify this goal. Okay, new subscriber, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. Okay, as long as it makes sense to you. No one is going to see the goal name here except yourself or people that you have assigned to in your WordPress blog. Now for the goal type, I'm going to select lead or sale. I'm going to select lead. In the future, we'll be adding more goal types over here. When we've done some integration with shopping carts, you'll have goal types like checkouts, sales, add to cart, whatever it is. Okay, so now let's specify a goal value. Now if you think a new subscriber is worth 0 to you, then you can type in 00. Okay, but you know, there are probably some cost involved for you to get the subscriber in the first place. I would recommend adding a value to your subscriber. Now how much of value, you know, it really depends. If you were to purchase this subscriber as a lead from a lead generating company, how much would you pay them? Okay, so it's really subjective, and make sure that the currency is what you want. Again, this can be controlled in your settings. Okay, now let's go to conversion tracking. Where does the conversion happen? So this is the important thing, a post or page on this site. Okay, and I'm going to select I'm going to type in here to start choosing or to start selecting the page. Okay, so thank you for subscribing. This is the page that I want to put as the conversion tracking page. Okay, so if I specify this page, then every time someone clicks on the tracking link or tracking campaign, they would have a cookie on their computer, and when they visit this page, it will be considered as a conversion. And that's why you must make sure they will never end up on this page until they have subscribed, in this case, or until they have made a purchase. Okay, now I can click on create goal, and my goal has been created. Okay, now let me show you the other option. The other option is to track a conversion that is not necessarily going to happen on this WordPress installation. It could happen on a separate website, on a website that you own, of course, or a website that, you know, allows you to put a pixel code. Okay, so select external website URL. And now what you would see is more options here. Okay, much more options. So the additional stuff that you get is reference ID. Okay, and this is assuming when you want to track, put a code on an external website, I would recommend that you get the website owner to pass an external ID. Now if you're helping someone generate leads for their site, then their system would most probably have a lead ID or a subscriber ID, which is unique for each single subscriber that they generate for you. Or if you're helping them generate sales, then they would have stuff like transaction ID or invoice number or order ID, whatever it is. But these things are all unique, and even an email address is considered unique if you want to put it as a reference ID. Now if you put a reference ID here, then based on your settings, the conversion can be approved or rejected. If we have already approved a conversion that has the reference ID of 2222, for example, then we will no longer accept any other conversions with the same reference ID, and that's why it's important. But again, it's not compulsory. You can leave it blank. Now the SSL option. Okay, so this is a secure tracking pixel. This is not enabled by default because just clicking on this button doesn't do much. Actually, you actually need to get an SSL certificate for your WordPress blog. Now if you are putting this pixel on a partner site or some other site that has a secure page, or where the thank you page is secure, it has a HTTPS at the front, that is a secure page, then they would want you to give a secure pixel URL as well. Okay, so you can click on enable secure SSL, but make sure that your WordPress actually has an SSL cert. You can, there's a recommendation here, get your SSL certs here that goes to GoDaddy, which is a good place for you to get an SSL certificate for quite cheap. I think it can be upwards of $30 or $40 per year. Okay. And then you have the tracking code. So this is a pixel code. Okay, this is a pixel code that someone would put into their page, and every time your visitors go to that page, the thank you page, and this image it's an image actually that is 1 pixel width and 1 pixel in height, then that will trigger or fire a conversion in Shorty, in your version of Shorty. Okay, so if your partner asks for the pixel URL, then you just need to copy this part here. Okay, you can pause the video and see the exact part that you need to copy if you're required only for the URL. But if you're required to give the entire pixel code, then copy the entire thing here. Okay, copy and paste. Control A, Command A, copy. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, so now these are the other variables that you can modify. Now when you use an offsite conversion here, okay, we populate the code with the data that you've put in here. Okay, new subscriber, lead, okay, and the goal value over here 2, and the reference ID is empty. Okay, but you can override these values. Okay, these are not fixed values, so you can override them with real-time data. For example, if it's a sale, then you can replace the goal value with the actual sale amount. And if you want the goal name, if you want to pass the name of the product sold, then you can replace this with the product name. These have to be replaced with variables in your partner or the third-party site's shopping cart system. Okay, and they should be able to do it for you, and they will just put a variable here. For example, product underscore name. Okay, this is an example of how the variable will look like, and they will replace this for you, and they will put this pixel code on their thank you page. Now when a sale happens, then this variable will be replaced with the actual product name, so you would get really good reports in your Shorty account. Okay, you would not see the same new subscriber appear all the time. You could even get the name of the subscriber or product name. It really depends on how you configure this stuff. Okay, but this is the description of what those values are. So you can just copy this and give to whoever it is that needs to get this information. Let's click on Save Changes. Okay, now let's click on Go to Goals. Now you have the goals over here. Okay, and you can edit, you can even delete those goals. Alright, so now let's test a goal. I'm going to change this back to a post or page on your site. Okay, click, I'm going to select thank you for subscribing again. Okay, now let's click on Save Changes. Okay, so this is my page. Thank you for subscribing. Now let me copy this and visit this page directly. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, so this is the page. Thank you for subscribing. Now let me go back to my Shorty reports and go to conversions. Okay, and now you see I have conversion here, new subscriber, lead, amount, status accepted. I can click on view and edit, and this is the interesting part. So this is what makes Shorty so powerful, is that you can see the entire trail or history of the conversion. So this really removes any doubts or questions that you may have, like is this a real conversion? Okay, so how this happens: visitor 565, which is me. I clicked on this link, and that is true. I did click on this link before I started this video. I clicked on this link. So by clicking on this link, I actually put a cookie on my computer. Okay, and I clicked it from the admin page, which is all accurate, which is correct. Now, if this link was on a website, on your website, then you would see the referring page over here. And then, it shows you the time. I clicked this is 1:27 p.m. and I was recording the previous video. And then I visited this page on in this time, 4th December, 2:04 p.m. Okay, the time here depends on the time of your server, or the time of that you set in your WordPress blog. The conversion amount and the unique ID. I did not pass any unique ID. Okay, now if for whatever reason the information is not accurate or not what you thought it would be, you can edit the conversion details. And this is another powerful feature in Shorty, because no other plugin allows you to actually go back and modify the conversion details. Okay, so now I'm going to change it, the new conversion name. Okay, I'm going to change the amount. Let's say, for example, I realize that, oh, this actually cost me $5, so I'm going to put this $5, and I can accept, I can reject it. Reject it basically, makes the conversion null and void, so it would not show up in your reports, just in case it was accidentally recorded. And the notes, okay, I can say changed or modified by myself. Let's update that. Okay, and now you see the new conversion name appear under conversions. Now let's go back to overview. Okay, you can see the conversion happening here, links. Okay, everything shows up perfectly. Okay, and if this conversion was recorded by me testing, and I don't want it to mess up my reports, just gonna delete that. Delete it, and boom, it's gone from all your reports. Okay, so Shorty really allows you to go really deep into all your conversion data and get it to look exactly how you want it to look. Okay, because sometimes you don't get the conversion code right in the beginning until traffic starts to come in, and then you realize that you messed up with the values, you messed up with the names, whatever. So you can go back and edit every single conversion that's ever been recorded in your Shorty account. Alright folks, so that's how you create goals. In this video, I don't have time to show you how to put the pixel code onto your website, but I hope to cover that in the next videos. But anyway, in this video, I'll show you how to create a goal, a lead, or a sale, and assign it to a thank you page on your WordPress blog that must be created or must be visible to the user only after they've completed a certain action. Alright, by the way, if you want to test your conversion code, okay, and you visit the conversion page and you don't see the conversion appearing here as what you saw in my video, that's because you don't have a Shorty cookie in your computer yet. Okay, so what you want to do is get a cookie by clicking on any tracking link or tracking campaign. Okay, so let me click on some of the tracking link here. Okay, and wait till the page loads. Okay, pages load. Okay, all right, and now that puts a cookie on my computer. Now you can go to the URL. Where was that? Okay, anyway, before I go to the URL, let me just show you in the report. There's nothing here. Okay, there's a cookie on your computer, but I have not gone to the thank you page. Okay, now I am going to reload the thank you page again. All right, and let's refresh the reports. There you see the conversion. Okay, another very important thing I have to mention, if you are tracking multiple sales, you have a sale, the front end product, and OTO 1, upsell, downsell, OTO 2, OTO 3, 5, whatever it is, I would recommend creating a different page, a different thank you page for each of those items that you are selling. This is the easiest way, and to make sure that there are no errors, that you can understand what's happening. Create a separate thank you page. If someone has bought a front end offer and then they go to the OTO page immediately, then that OTO page will be your thank you page for product 1, which is a front end offer. Now when they've purchased the OTO product, you should have another thank you page for the OTO product. Okay, I hope this makes sense. If you can just listen back to what I just said. One page for every action. Okay, if it's a lead, it's got a separate thank you page. If it's a product, it's got to have a separate thank you page, and OTO is got to have a separate thank you page. I mean, you can combine everything into one thank you page, but that is going to mess up your stats. Keep it simple. Have a thank you page for each action that you want to track. That's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching.